Well, now I want to turn to Alan Rogers for another build along. And I understand from Alan that this one is going to finish his kit of his church. Alan is the owner of New Creations Victorian Railroad Buildings. And Alan, I apologize again for mispronouncing your company's name numerous times. I think I've got it right tonight, and I do really apologize. It is New Creations Victorian Railroad Buildings. Alan, welcome.
Thank you so much, Jim. And you again, you need not apologize at all. No need for it.
Can't hear you, Alan.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I just saying you don't have to apologize for a thing.
Nope, you're gone again.
Maybe is this better?
Yes.
Good. Maybe my microphone's too directional here. Is that better?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and share my screen here and we'll get right to this. So what you're looking at here is a piece of tile roofing in HO scale, and it's commercially available. It's part of the kit. And superimposed over that is a piece of mat board that's one of the components to the bell tower roof. So I'm just showing you how to cut out these pieces of tile roof before you assemble the mat board, which is the substructure of the roof. So you also want to make the tile pieces just a tad oversized. Give yourself a little bit of extra material. It's naturally easier to cut away material than it is to add it if you need it. So anyway, moving on to the next picture here. I've assembled the substructure of the bell tower roof, those mat board pieces. You can see it doesn't look very pretty, but it's going to be hidden completely by the tile roofing. So moving on here, I've glued the mat board roof to the top of the bell tower. I've gone ahead and placed the big Celtic cross there on the top. You want to get that as straight as possible. And then you just start adding these pieces of tile roofing, and you really want to take your time. You can see that I sort of had a gap there, and if you take more time than I did, you won't get those gaps between your pieces of tile roofing. But you can see it keeps going on there, and we're just building up the tile roof slowly but surely. So I went ahead and finished the tile roof for the bell tower and started the roof for the actual church building. So you can see now pretty far along with the roof, and I've mounted the Celtic cross on the peak of the roof. And I've also made the little portico around the front door, which is a 3D printed piece. And I added some tile roofing to that, and then the little Celtic cross on the top of the portico is also a 3D print. So you can see the building's pretty much done, and that's a view of the front of it. Incidentally, I did not put a bell in the kit for the HO scale version. I just didn't engineer one, and to be honest, a building that small, unless it's way up at the edge of the layout, nobody's going to see it anyway. So we now have a lesson here from the Deep South. There's a word down there, favor, F-A-V-O-R, and the saying is that boy sure does favor his daddy. So we have both the O and the HO scale versions side by side. And I thank you for your kind attention. And that's the end of my presentation.